Hello, welcome to Warrior Strength Cardio Countdown. Today is our cardio day, so we are going to go through our warm-up. We know it by now, right? We've done it a million times. And then we're going to head into mobility, which will be our longest block of work. It's a countdown because the mobility section is going to be 6 minutes. Then we head into our sweat, which will be 5 minutes, heat, 4 minutes, agility, 3 minutes, focus 2 minutes, and playtime is our final minute. So as we go through class today, think about what is your favorite exercise that we're doing, or what's the one that challenges you the most that you need more practice or time doing, okay? And that's gonna be your playtime at the end. Anything in between your favorite and the most challenging is fine too. That's gonna be up to you. So we're gonna start with our warm up. The equipment you need today would be a mat if you'd like. You don't need one, but if you'd like to, we're gonna be coming down to our hands in planks, in reverse planks, and then you can use either a dumbbell or a kettlebell. I have a 10-pound dumbbell and a 10-pound kettlebell. We are doing halos into squats, and my hair is gonna get in the way of my halos today, so be mindful of your hair when we go through that today. We'll start with our warm-up. Hopefully you have your equipment out then, water, sweat towel. Please play some music so that you're having some background noise behind you, but I'll take you through the class. If you've done it before, you kind of know some of the moves, and if you're new to it, follow along. We'll get through it together. All right, we're gonna start with our warm-up. I'm gonna start our clock, and away we go. Just start marching in place. Make sure you have a spot that's nice and cleared off. Start your watches if you're starting your watches. I like to put this one as cross training. If you have like HIIT or, I mean, aerobics is probably an understatement for this, but if that works for you, put it on your watch, something that you're tracking with today. We're gonna do a forward step, knee, okay? So forward and back. Knee comes up to about hip height. Just rock your arms back and forth athletically, however they naturally kind of happen. And then if you want to, a quick stutter step, make it a little faster. If you have the coordination, I know I'm struggling with this one, making it a little faster. And then let's take this lateral knee, step, step, knee. So same thing we just did, but we're just going side to side. Thanks for joining today and getting moving at the start of the week. This will be a replay anytime, so if you like it, you can come back to it. Come into side lunges. This has quickly become like one of my favorite ways to get my heart rate up and to work through, really spike your heart rate, get your lungs working, building endurance, stamina, and of course agility, mobility, all the things. That's why I like it. All right, go ahead and scoop. I like everything. As long as we're moving and having fun, and at the end of the day, you can say that I did my best. I love it. Hopefully you're getting bit by that bug too and are loving it as well. One more, and then let's do some torso rotations, heels up, on the toe or the ball of your foot. Loosening up through our spine. And then let's take a nice big lunge to the back of the room, step up, kick to me, I'll kick to you, switch legs. Working on finding your balance, shifting your body weight to your front heel, stepping up, and balancing on one leg. There's a lot going on here. Work with me. One more. Take a nice wide stance, wider than your hips. Arms come up overhead, swing down 3 times. 3, 2, and on this last one here, hold it down, walk it out to plank, and you're gonna take one leg forward, other leg back, one leg forward, other leg back, one leg forward. You know what I'm trying to say here. Let's do that again. Swing through for 3, 2, 1. Come down, hold it down, walk it out. So low lunge, switch, low lunge, plank, walk it back. Roll it on up. We're gonna just do a couple little toe taps as we head into mobility section block 1. We have a halo squat. You're gonna leave your weight, walk out to plank, and do your runner's lunges, just like what we just did, except you're gonna add a halo and a kettlebell or a dumbbell, okay? So let's go ahead and get ready. Let's go to the right first. Halo around, squat down, release your weight, inchworm out, low lunge, plank, low lunge, plank, walk it back. Use your legs to pick up your weight. And halo the other side, squat down, walk it on out. Low lunge, walk it on back, okay? You're working at your own pace. Finding your pattern and rhythm here, right? Your rhythmic pattern. Use your legs when you squat and use your legs when you stand up, please. Fingertips are forward on your inchworm. Spread your palms and your fingers wide. Stay down in your plank here at the end, okay? So everybody's in plank, down dog, single leg, knee to nose. And if you need to, you go down dog, knee to nose, without the leg extension, okay? Palms gripping the mat, fingertips get grippy. Taking your hip bone towards your rib cage as you pull your knee in towards your nose. Whew. Go ahead and come down to your bottoms now. We've got, need to move my mat a little bit. A reverse plank or reverse tabletop. Saw, opposite hand, opposite foot, tall posture in the center, then a V up. Okay, so you can take reverse, tabletop or plank, saw, V up or boat pose. So you have options. I just showed you how to throttle it back a little bit. And if you can, try to go full out, squeeze your glutes, core activated, squeezing it, your center. I'm still working on those V-ups for you every time. I get to teach this class actually every week in person. So I've had a lot of practice with these V-ups and I'm starting to get better. But it takes a lot of practice, see? And it's about that progression, not perfection. Come to all fours. We're gonna do some animalistic, some primal circle rotations through our back and our center here. So palms on the floor, making little circles. You guys can come like all the way around. I mean, it's like that little, I don't know, a little graphic on my phone that's like a little bird that would be like, we're back to the top. So we're back to standing, halos, around, narrow to the head, watch your head, you don't hit it, squat down, walk it out, low lunge, low lunge. Okay, so what I love about this is that we are lubricating and putting some synovial fluid into our joints. What does that mean? It means that we're loosening up the joints, there's fluid coming into our bodies in a good way, right in our joints, so that we're feeling looser. We're feeling warmer. We're feeling like we're gonna be able to move today now, right? You wake up a little stiff. We work through our joints just a little bit like this. All right, stay down in your plank because we've got single leg dog on the other side, knee to nose. Okay. So when we speak of mobility, think about it as your quality of life and range of motion. If you're really stiff every day, if you're having joint issues, working on flexibility and mobility will help. If you've ever been to PT, luckily, thankfully, hopefully, I've never been, that's what they're working on, okay? Come down to your butt, backside. It's all about strengthening and lengthening, and you guys are doing that right now today. Lift, saw, V up. We want to balance on our tailbone, using our abdominals to slowly control the lift and the lower. If you find yourself slamming your feet down, more control on the way down, okay? I know people do it. I've heard it. We're working front side and back side of our core now. We've got our fun, crazy torso circles next. I mean, we could almost call this like the crazy cat lady, Carol Baskins, right? Be like a tiger. Rip your claws into the floor, circle around, maybe round out your spine a little bit. This is like my dogs, moving around, slinking around the house. Maybe you have an animal that moves like this. Think primal, animalistic. And then we are going to stand up and breathe for a second. We have 3 swings and then a squat jump. If you don't want to do the squat jump, you come to your toes. Okay, let the weight naturally swing when you're doing your squat jump or when you're coming up to your toes. You can do this with a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So we'll go through that first, and then we'll take it to the ground for spider lunges. Ready, set, 3 swings, tailbone back, hips thrust forward, and then your jump squat. So 3 swings and a jump squat. So you want to take off from the floor, get a little hang time, power through your legs. Use your butt right now to squeeze and thrust you forward. Go ahead and let that swing low, off to the side. Come into a plank. Make sure it's off to the side far enough that you can go spider lunge, spider lunge, spider lunge, spider lunge. You have an option to hop this and make it faster. I'm going to keep it right here today so I can breathe and talk to you. And work on the hip mobility. But you have an option of how fast you would like to take it. We're holding plank next, okay? Perfect plank. I tell you, everything's always about progress, not perfection, but you know what? We can hold a perfect plank. That's the one we can work on. We're here for 30 seconds, and we have 13 left to go. Hands directly underneath your shoulders. You're on the ball of your feet. Back is flat from the crown of your head. Your heels. Lower down. Woo. We're back to the top, okay? So, we forgot one thing in the set. So I'm going to throw it on at the end right here. We were supposed to take our right arm and just do a swing. So let's just do it real quick right here. And then we'll do our kettlebell jumps and I'll do the right order next. I knew there was something. I was like, I swear there's a swing. There was. Okay, so kettlebell swings, 2 hands on your weight or kettlebell, 3 of them. 3, 2, 1, jump squat. Remember, your kettlebell or your dumbbell only comes up to shoulder height. Your arms aren't really doing the work. It's all about them peaches. Work your booty. So squeeze your butt to the top of your move. So now just a 1-arm swing with your left arm, please. If you feel more comfortable with 2 hands on it, put 2 hands on it. But same movement, hips back. It's like if your butt were to hit the wall and then you come back to standing neutral. So I don't want your hips to come forward. I want your hips to come neutral after you stick them back. All right, now swing it low, get it out of the way. We've got spider lunges. So remember, fast or slow, up to you. Maybe you want to pick up the pace a little bit, move a little faster. Maybe you want to do 6 jumping spiders and then walk the rest. You have that option. The goal is to try to keep your butt down. I'm working on it. We got 4 seconds left. Breathe, and let's hold plank. We're gonna go through 3 swings and a squat jump, and then alternating swings. And we're done with this section, we're moving on, okay? Breathe here, please. Nice deep breaths. Really tight core. Tilt your hips towards your chin. Hands on your shoulders. Whew. I'm shaking and dripping. We're working. 3, 2, 1. 3 swings and a jump squat. Let's go. If you need to take a little break to breathe, swipe sweat, take your little break, but join back. We're not stopping today, right? You're not giving up. You can pause and come back, but we're finishing together. All right, alternating arm swings. We switch at the top. If you prefer to have 2 hands the whole time, put 2 hands on it. When your rear is sore tomorrow, you know you did it right today. We're building muscle, making little tears, shredding, and that soreness, go ahead and swing it on low, is just your body repairing. It's a good thing. It's a good sore. Okay. 2 moves. And our next block will work. You guys can walk and talk. We'll jump in place. We have burpees for 20 seconds. You'll rest for 10 and then head into reverse lunges, jumping or standing, maybe adding a skip. We go burpees right now. Down and back, in and up. You can add a jump at the top if you'd like. Like I said, if you need to pause and breathe, pause and breathe. Otherwise, we're working through this class. We're getting through it. Here's your break already, 10 seconds. Then we head into reverse lunges. If you're a jumper, jumping lunges person, jump. If you're not a jumper, step back with me, ready, set. Step up in your front foot. Nice deep breaths. Athletic posture, meaning shoulders over your hips. Tall stance. You're an athlete right now. You're a sport. Stay with me. And pause. Those 2 moves on repeat. 3 more times through. Burpees first. If you can't do the full burpee, squat lunge. You can always take a step back, step up. Very functional movement. It's up to you. If you need to squat, lunge, just get down low. Pretend like you're coming or working your way down to a burpee. And stand up tall, breathe. Walk your room. Say hi, Tracy, so I know that you can talk. Walk and breathe. Heading into reverse lunges. Shoulders over your hips. If you want to add a little hop or add a little skip, add a little skip. You make it a skip lunge. You don't skip the lunges. Got it? But don't bump. Time. We're halfway through this section now, okay? So let's just finish it up. Then we head into our agility. I forgot about our agility work still. All right, so let's go. We are still in our sweat section. Mobility, heat, sweat, agility, focus, play. I got the order. All you need to know is we're working. Last one. Stand tall, breathe, walk. Lunges are next. Who's jumping their lunges? Very good. I'm going to do like 6 of them jumping. Go. Now I'm going to lunge skip. So challenge yourself. If you're like, I just want to see if I can do it. Land gently, pushing your heel into the ground. Knee behind your toe. See what you got. See what you got today. You're getting stronger every day. Maybe one day you're gonna wake up and go, oh my gosh, I can do this. And it's a great feeling. Burpees, down and back. Last set of burpees. Unless at the end you choose to do this in your playtime. I've certainly done that as my choice. Pause, walk. Last set of these lunges. As soon as you tell yourself you like something, you'll learn to like it. Your brain tells your body, right? Go ahead and begin lunges. So I'm not a huge fan of lunges, but I know they're good for me. I know that I can do them. So I power through them with a good attitude. So if you feel like that, any exercise, power through them with a good attitude. Let's walk, talk, breathe. Agility is next. One floor move, one standing move. Walk it off, breathe for 30 seconds. High plank jack, walk down with your elbows, low plank jack. Then we stand up and do a soccer juggle. It's gonna go by quick. 30 seconds of work, we get a 15-second rest. So when you're ready, head down to the floor, come to all fours, hands on your shoulders. We're gonna take a beautiful plank position, do a jack or a toe tap. Nice and high, ready, set, go. Jack high, walk down to your elbows, jack low. High, tap, tap if you need to, low, tap, tap if you need to, okay? Does this take some upper body strength? Yes. Does this take a little determination? Yes. Let's do this. Everything's at work in our bodies. Pause for 15, we're standing up. We have ankle, ankle, knee, knee. Ankle, ankle, knee, knee, or thigh, thigh. That was slow. We're gonna start out slow and then you pick up your pace if you'd like to. Ready, set, go. Ankle, ankle, knee, knee. Ankle, ankle, knee, knee. Now you know the different paces you can take. Find what works for you right now. Challenge yourself, push yourself. We've only got 13 seconds left. If you need to slow down and find your coordination, okay. If you need a little breath, okay. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds to breathe, okay? Back to our plank jacks. Last time. That's it, we just have to do this one more time. These sections get shorter. Stay with me, we got this. Ready, set, plank, jack, high, come down low, jack. Come up high, jack. Come on down low, jack. Way up high, come on low. That's the way we jiggle. 5 seconds left. That seemed like a long 30. And pause. I don't know, there was some cheer when we were kids. It was like, get down or get up high, come on low. That's the way we jiggle low. Something silly on the playground. Soccer juggles. Ankle, ankle, knee, knee. So you can keep the intensity without bouncing or jumping. You can come fast. Keeping tall posture. So I want your chest up, okay? My lightning bolt is facing you. Whatever's on your shirt is facing me. Time. Whew. Now focus. Now we get to focus. Breathe. You got a little break here. 45 seconds total. 33 seconds more. Okay, when we come down, yeah, that's good, okay. We're gonna be in a plank. You're gonna go opposite arm, opposite leg. If that's not working for you, arm, arm, leg, leg. I paused the clock. We're gonna take a pause for a second here. I need to breathe. You probably need to breathe. And if you're not coming down to a plank, to do opposite arm, opposite leg, come down to all fours. Make it a bird dog like we would in yoga. Work on squeezing your glute, your shoulder blade, and lengthening from toe to fingertips, and keeping your core tight, squeezing through your backside. This is all about balance. And when you're lifting your limbs off the ground, counterbalance your body. Instead of shifting and tilting, needs to fight for stability. That's where our muscles engage, and that's what we're working, okay? It really helps you functionally through life. When we lose balance, the stronger our stabilizing muscles are, the better we can come back to a standing position and not fall and hurt ourselves, yes? Okay. Then we go on our elbows, a dolphin pike, leg extension, leg extension. So pretend I'm on the floor, and I go, pike up. And then I'm leading with my glute and my heel to squeeze and lift while I keep my core tight. They're little lifts. I don't want to see the Rockettes kick up to the ceiling. It's a little lift. It's a little squeeze right here in your rear, okay? If you go too far, you start arching and using your lower back. I want your glute, okay? Let's do it. You got 15 seconds, and we're going. Thank you for letting me breathe. Let's go through this work on the floor. This is where we're gonna wobble and balance, and we're gonna just work on it and try our best, okay? So in a high plank, on your hands, right underneath your shoulders, feet wide, wider than your hips, extend arm and leg. So try to control it. Try not to smack your foot and hand down. If you need to, you're here. You're still working on the same things. It's just allowing you to balance with a bigger base, okay? All right, quickly come down to your elbows. You can hike up, lift, lift, or you can hop, hop, lift, lift. It's up to you, okay? I like the pike hop, but you do what works for you. Core is drawn in, squeezing your glutes. All right, we're coming back to our plank balance. Right through here, this magical thing happens when you hold yourself up. All right, go ahead and reach, 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 reach if you need to. And then when you're ready, an arm and the leg, control it. Try to keep your hips and shoulders to the ground. Squeeze your glutes. You have 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Come out of that, come down to your elbows. We got our pike ups. Ready, set, go. Pike up, leg lift, leg lift. This is it, you guys. We have 1 minute of playtime next. So you're gonna choose an exercise you had fun with, an exercise you just wanna do again, or an exercise that you're like, I gotta work on this, I gotta practice this, okay? And time. You have 30 seconds to decide. So breathe. Nice deep breaths. You control your breathing here. You are doing awesome. I am a sweaty hot mess. I'm very worked up. Cardiovascularly. And I'm sure you are too. So you're doing awesome. Let's just breathe. Choose your adventure next. What's your playtime move? I'm going to pick a core exercise for myself. Ready, set, go. I'm going to do a move that's one-sided. So when I get to 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you when to switch if you decided to take like a one-sided move. Okay? Maybe you're doing a kettlebell swing, a jump squat. Maybe you're doing spider lunges. All right, if you are doing something that is on one side of your body, switch now, halfway mark. If you are doing something that's using, both sides, you don't have to switch, just know that was the halfway mark. You're almost there. You're doing amazing. We're breathing. We're almost there. and you've got 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Just breathe for a second. So I've been teaching this in person every week, and a lot of people, believe it or not, choose like, I think they're crazy, and I tell them, you're crazy. They choose that soccer juggle for 1 minute, and I'm just like, go you. I usually pick the halo squat to inchworm. I like that one. I do burpees. I do the swings. I've done the reverse plank saw to V up because that's the one that like challenges me that I need to work on. And then today I just chose this one because I wanted to do a little bit of extension on my legs and work my core. So we have different reasons each week to do different exercise. So maybe you go back to replay this and you're like, this time I'm going to try this exercise during our last minute. Maybe that's going to be like your goal for the month, is to do this workout every week and to choose a different, playtime exercise, which would be fun because it's motivating that you're like, I'm going to come back, I'm going to get better at all the moves, and then I'm going to work on this one during that minute. All right, let's stretch. So if you're standing, I'm sure you don't mind coming down to the ground and stretching with me, right? Let's sit. Go ahead and fold forward. If you are standing, you can always do a forward fold. Just keep your chin above your heart. Let's stretch out the back of our legs, our hamstrings. I'm going to do some extra stretching today. And if you'd like to stay for the extra stretching with me, you're welcome to. If you need to do an abbreviated version, that's fine too. Just hang out for a couple more minutes with me and then you can go. All right, nice deep breaths. You should be heart rate coming down and settling by now. So my heart rate's back down under 100, which came down pretty quick because it was up, I'm gonna guess, pretty high. All right, one leg bend and then reach forward. So we're opening up this hip as we're coming forward onto this leg. Virtual high five to you because that was a challenging class with a whole lot of movement. If your brain is a little bit tired, you had a lot of thinking to do, let's switch legs, and a lot of movement to do, so good job. I think I like the variety in this class, and I like the the combos and the patterns and the way it's put together, because they're things that I would not normally put myself into a class. So the person that creates this does it, and then I just get it from her. And it's a different way of thinking than what I do, and I like that. I like the out-of-the-box thinking, and that's not so like, I don't know, in the mainstream, it's kind of like different, and I like different. Because our bodies do get stagnant doing the same thing all the time. Ignore the beep, come into a butterfly, open your hips, chest forward. And I love too how it goes into increments of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because each section gets shorter and shorter, and kind of by the end, you're like, yeah, I'm glad we only have a minute of this left, right? It's a good feeling. Everybody loves a good countdown. All right, so if you are leaving, do a little quick chest opener with me. And then round out your shoulder blades, open up your shoulder blades, open up your back. One side, center, and then to the other. Take a nice big breath. You have to go. Thank you for coming, I love you. Thanks for joining us, and if you want to stay and stretch for a couple more minutes with me, open up our hips, open up our torso, and stay with me, and we'll do some more stretching, okay? So, I'm really doing this for all of our benefits, starting off our week with some stretches. Tomorrow we stretch in my class. We're gonna take a leg out to the side, rock it back and forth. You know I love this stretch. This is like the new favorite stretch of mine. Okay. I actually saw in our next Warrior Strength sneak peek, I get a sneak peek of it, that there is some of this going on in it. So I'm thinking that's probably during the mobility section. But we'll find out. I'm not ready to switch to a new routine quite yet, but actually there's a routine between here and the newest one still that I'm probably going to do with you. So might be a while before we get to that. All right, so speaking up, let's go ahead and let's open up. Take the same arm as the leg that's open and just reach. Twist open. I want you to hold it, hold it, hold it. And now go ahead and thread it on through and hold it, hold it, hold it. So you're gonna reach your hand through. Your opposite arm's gonna straighten up and you're gonna lay your head on the floor. We're gonna get a big spinal rotation, and if you can, try to open up your armpit a little bit. So I went from my armpit really close to the ground and I muffled to opening my armpit, looking on through like it's a window, and getting a deeper stretch through my back, my shoulder blades. And then let's come to all fours. Toes out, toes together, knees out wide. Let's rock back and forth, child's pose. So kind of like a high child, rock back and forth. Work through your hips and then sink back, hold it, walk your fingertips forward. Get some length through your back. Forehead can come to the ground and hang in your child's pose. I really want you to walk your fingertips forward and lay them into the ground and then lean back. You're gonna feel a stretch, like I feel a stretch through my forearms, my biceps, my triceps, my shoulders, my back, my hips. All right, now come up to all fours, put your toes right behind your knees. So your knees are wide, your toes are back, okay? You can come out a little bit wider. Let's come down into like a frog stance here, okay? So this is a hip opener and a thigh opener. Feels like your legs are like cracking like a wishbone. But just come out nice and wide, lay yourself on down, let your body weight kind of open up your hips. You won't stay here too long. And if something's bothering your knees, put like a towel or pillow or something underneath them. Switch legs. Let's do the same thing we did now on the other side. So my foot's flat and forward, toe forward. You guys can play around with this. You can go toe up. Some of you might want to like put your foot instep down. I like to try to put my instep, or my foot all the way down that instep on the ground. But everybody's feet are different. Everybody's hips and joints are different, so do what you like. And then let's open up, reach to the ceiling, hold it here. Big reach, big stretch. Your other elbow, your other hand is grounded into the floor and helping you twist. And now thread through. Reach for whatever it is that's over there, right? Top arm is gonna straighten up. Forehead comes to the ground. Now open up your armpit a little bit more. Reach your sneak peek on through that window. Do you feel like a pretzel? A little bit, but it feels good. All right, unwrap yourself from here. Let's come to all fours, cat-cow. So by now you should have cooled down. Your body temperature is coming back to normal and regulating. Your sweat is now stopping, hopefully. You've turned off the waterworks. Your breathing is back to normal. Your heart rate might be slightly elevated, but you have cooled down and settled after spiking it pretty high today, okay? Curl all the way to your toes, down dog, paddle out your heels, one at a time. You can hold both heels towards the ground and hold your nice deep down dog here. We're gonna step wide straddle, fold forward. Get the back of your hamstrings and your glutes stretched out, chin above your heart. Some of you are gonna make it to the floor, some of you aren't. You can come to your shins, you can come to your feet, you can come to your knuckles, you can put a yoga block here, okay? All sorts of things you can do if you can't make it to the floor. If you can make it to the floor, palms to the ground. If you need to do a wider stance, play around with it. Walk your hands to one side. Oh, yeah. Again, it might just be at your shin or your ankle. Walk your hands to the other side. If this is bothering, like blood pooling to your head, just try to lift your chin up a little bit. Come center, roll up to the top. Let's take a hip flexor stretch. So we're going to put ball of the foot down, split stance, drop your knee, tuck your tush under, hip flexor. You can reach up to the ceiling. You can take an arch up and over. That'll get even deeper through your side. If you're doing yard work this weekend, you want to stretch everything out. All right, let's switch and do the other side. Okay, tomorrow we have mind class. We're doing the same routine we did last week. So dip your back knee down, tilt your hip So tuck your tush under, tailbone under. Hip flexors now stretching, elongating, and then you can reach your arms up. And you can even reach over. If you need something for balance, grab something for balance. So mind class will work a little bit more on all of this mobility and stretching, lengthening through our muscles. But everything that we did today, we're just gonna stretch it out tomorrow. And then we'll be back here Wednesday for Get Pumped, the second part of this class, Warrior Strength. And then Friday, kickboxing, Saturday, Soul Fusion. I did have to make adjustments to time this week. It's just one of those weeks where life is happening. And I gotta kind of keep up with that. So I appreciate your understanding and flexibility. With timing, remember you can always catch the replays. If it's like, oh, it's not at 9 o'clock and I wanted to do it at 9 o'clock, just do it at 9. Tell me you did it. Pretend like it's live. It's gonna be live for me. Have a great day. Here's the schedule. Again, tomorrow's mind class. It will be at 8:45. I have a vet appointment for my dog. So I'll see you later. You did great work. Way to go. Way to show up.